Imagine ordering your favorite meal on the ground. It tastes great, but when you eat a similar meal on an airplane, something feels different. Is the food lower quality, or is there something happening to your senses thousands of feet in the air? The answer might surprise you. Many travelers have noticed this strange effect. Foods that normally taste delicious can seem bland in the sky. For years, people blamed airline food itself. But scientists discovered that the real reason is much more complicated. To understand the mystery, we first need to look at the airplane cabin. Even though the cabin is pressurized, it doesn't feel exactly like being on the ground. Your body experiences a different environment during flight. One of the biggest factors is dry air. Airplane cabins usually have much lower humidity than most indoor environments. This dryness affects your nose, and your sense of smell is closely connected to taste. Here's where the mystery gets interesting. A large part of what we call taste actually comes from smell. When your sense of smell becomes weaker, foods may seem less flavorful. Suddenly, the same meal doesn't taste quite the same. But dry air isn't the only culprit. Airplanes are also surprisingly noisy places. The constant sound of engines creates a background noise that your brain never completely ignores. And researchers found that this noise can actually change how flavors are perceived. Studies suggest that loud background noise can reduce the intensity of sweet and salty flavors. In other words, foods may not taste as strong as they normally do. That's a surprising discovery for something as simple as sound. Now the puzzle starts coming together. Dry air affects your sense of smell, while cabin noise affects how certain flavors are experienced. Together, these factors can make airplane meals taste very different from meals on the ground. Airlines are aware of this challenge. That's why many airline meals are designed differently from regular meals. Chefs often use stronger seasonings and bolder flavors to help food taste better during a flight. Some airlines even work with professional chefs and food experts. Their goal is simple: create meals that still taste enjoyable at cruising altitude. In a way, airline food is specially engineered for the sky. One of the strangest examples involves tomato juice. Many airlines report that passengers order far more tomato juice in the air than they do on the ground. For years, this unusual trend puzzled researchers. Scientists believe the cabin environment changes how certain flavors are perceived. While sweet flavors may seem weaker, the rich and savory taste of tomato juice can remain satisfying. As a result, many travelers enjoy it more during a flight. Temperature also plays an important role. Airline meals are often prepared on the ground, cooled, transported, and then reheated before serving. Each step can affect texture and flavor. This makes creating great airplane food a difficult challenge. This is why airline chefs must think differently from restaurant chefs. They're not just cooking for taste on the ground. They're designing meals for a unique environment thousands of feet above the earth. So, the next time your meal tastes different during a flight, it may not be because the food is bad. Your senses are working under completely different conditions. And those conditions can change the way you experience every bite. In fact, some airlines spend years improving their onboard menus. They test recipes, adjust ingredients, and study passenger feedback. Their goal is to make food taste great despite the challenges of flying. It's a science as much as it is cooking. What's fascinating is that the food itself may not have changed very much. Instead, it's your environment that's changing the experience. The same meal can taste surprisingly different depending on where you eat it. This mystery reminds us that taste is more complex than most people realize. It's not just about the food on your plate. Your nose, ears, surroundings, and even altitude all play a role in every bite you take. So the next time someone complains about airplane food, the real story may be more complicated than they think. The meal isn't fighting against your expectations alone. It's also competing with the unique conditions of flight. So, why does airplane food taste different? The answer isn't just the food itself. Dry air, cabin noise, altitude, and your senses all work together to change the experience. If you enjoyed this food mystery, like the video, share it with a friend, and subscribe to Food Mystery Lab for more fascinating food secrets.